Hi, Eva.
Hi, Ocelot. Is the codec really necessary? You are right in front of me.
Every time I talk in this house, I feel like I'm being watched. I don't know what Major Zero isn't monitoring. I figured the codec should be secure. I know it feels a little ridiculous, but at least we can talk a bit quieter so there's less chance of paramedics sneaking down the hallway and eavesdropping.
Fair enough. I can't say I felt entirely safe these past few months either. Are you okay? Your makeup's... What's wrong?
So you know how paramedic has this whole feminist act going on?
Right. If I'm honest, I'm getting sick of it.
I know, so premature. Paramedic is telling all of us to embrace femininity, but I can't help but feel it isn't valid.
Right, well, why not? I mean, she is a woman.
Well, she only started doing it after I started layering all the...
That wouldn't make sense. It's just like her.
You want to do her nails? I'm doing it all in spite of her, really.
Well, I brought all this stuff, didn't I?
Game changer?
You still haven't explained why your makeup's messed up.
Unexpected?
Onyx, a variety of chalcedony, usually known for its black color. And I think it's just wordplay, Ocelot.
You're kidding me.
I thought it was pretty clever.
Let's get digital?
What is with you today? What's with the... what's wrong? What's with the...
Stop that.
Stop that.
You remember the U.S. Congressman?
Which one?
Sarcastic.
The one that you were... What's up with him? Have you seen him lately? My nails are so ugly. I should really trim them. So, what about Succotash?
So we had a tumble.
A tumble. Like...
in the bedroom. But let's just say I don't want that thing anywhere near me. So we started arguing, since he thinks there's some type of problem with me.
Why did you even see him again? You know what he does to you.
Yeah, I realized that after I was already in the room. You think I wouldn't have to keep crawling back to him with John still here?
Well, what's wrong with John?
Well, then you know how Zero has this whole franchise thing that he's trying to promote?
The Big Boss franchise.
So he doesn't want to talk to me. I don't want to just sit there and have to consolidate all his problems. It's not my damn job. So Succotash started yelling at me because I didn't want a penis inside me, let alone his. Explained the situation to him. I explained that I could get pregnant.
Completely insensitive. If you didn't chew his ears out, I'll come down there to the Congress and do it myself.
And he just said to me,
well, it doesn't matter because you always do the same thing, and sometimes I just don't want it.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. At the time I was yelling, but more than anything I just wanted to cry. So that's what I did the second I got back, obviously.
He's not worth crying over.
Of course not. I don't know how I'm supposed to get out of that when being with John is just going to make me more miserable.
I still think you need to spend time with him. Chances are he's feeling just as miserable as you. Maybe you need that.
Yeah, but he doesn't know about any of this. I don't even know what he was doing that year. Me, I killed a few people trying to get John for the Patriots, but that doesn't matter. That's when I met the congressman. So of course John wouldn't get it. He was all the way in fucking Dallas for all I care.
I'm sure he'd be willing to understand if you just explained yourself.
I don't even want to know what would happen if I tried. Let's just talk about something else.
That's okay. It's alright, I got something for you. So, speaking of John, he has been going through so much hardship recently, what with Zero's franchise. He's trying to build Snake's ego up to make him the poster girl, but I think we all know he doesn't work like that. But Zero wants the presence, so he tried to convince Snake to speak in a different dialect to give him some type of personality.
What's wrong with him to begin with? He's got plenty of charisma.
I guess more subtle than Zero wants, so he tries to make him talk with a British accent. Can you imagine?
With his voice?
And it's all to sell those collectible Big Boss watches in a commercial that they played on the radio. I was in the other room, hearing them record it. Snake, reading the script in his loud, grating fake accent, trying to advertise the fibers the watch is made of. But it's the British spelling, fibres. This watch is made of genuine horsehair fibres.
Hello! My name is Beta Boss. And today I want to say you this watch is made out of What? This watch is made out of genuine... This watch is made out of genuine horsehair fibre. That it...
But you know his problem with horsehair. Because of the boss. So what was he thinking besides trying to agitate him? Regardless of this version of the boss's will he wants to promote, why bring up the horsehair? He was so upset about it yesterday, he wasn't even letting anyone in his room. That's what I'm saying, Ocelot. You need to spend time with him. This hardship is driving him to a point of no return. But enough about that. We already know about all the problems plaguing this stupid house. You know, I actually have a story to tell about someone we used to work with.
Really?
Sokolov. You remember him? That spindly little...
Pisshead?
Who made him piss himself? Was that really necessary?
Sorry.
Whatever. Since he's dead, I know I shouldn't speak ill of him, but...
Hasn't stopped me in the past.
Well, I of course had to pretend to be his lover since I was Tatiana. Now, don't you make fun of me for it. I know you're thinking it. It was actually a really bad time for me, but laugh it away all you want.
I don't think I was having a time of my life either.
Well, sure. No need to play the pity game.
You were wearing perfume, though.
It was part of the act. It's not like you weren't wearing body spray. The first time you met John, I could smell the difference on you, trust me.
Well, he likes musk. What was I supposed to do?
Well, anyways, I was keeping my cover with Volgan by pretending to be Sokolov's lover, so one time, we went up in this tower near the back of one of the labs we were at. It must have been used to store grain at some point. You could smell the remnants of it clinging to the brick. Shaking, he takes from his pocket a cloth napkin. He starts to fold it into the most intricate star shape, as if he was trying to capture what they looked like in the heavens. He turns to me and says, I want you to have this. That's when I wondered, was he trying to make a move on me, or was he just a nervous wreck? Of course he knew I was a spy, but I just felt so bad for him in that moment that I took it anyway. I didn't really want to keep it, so when we left the tower, I dropped it on the ground as I left. But when he was being tortured at Groznygrad, crying, pissing, screaming, he asked me, his voice shaking, do you still have it? The star that I made you? I felt horrible, thinking back to it, forgotten at the base of some ramshackle tower. I nodded anyway. Can I see it? He asked. I kept digging through my uniform, hoping he would drop dead before I revealed that I had nothing. But Volgan wasn't punching. I kept digging, the only thing in my pocket, a pad. I unwrapped it smoothly with one hand, twisting it around between my fingers, desperately trying to channel the star of the heavens. I pulled it out to show him, and just as he almost caught a glimpse of it, he died. At that point, I almost wanted him to see it, but it was really all for nothing. It makes you think. Everything surrounding the Snake Eater incident was such a nightmare, but in retrospect, some of it is almost a little funny.
Well, speaking of gossip, granted, it's really all that we do, being spies and all.
Well, of course.
Well, you remember the ceremony Snake went to after the incident, where the president gave him that medal? I may have snuck in. Just wanted to see him.
Right, this. You know he saw you. He told me about it.
Really? Well, anyways, I was outside looking through the window at him. There was a problem outside. Lots of bees.
Oh no. And you're allergic, aren't you?
Yeah, well, at the time my hair was shorter, so I had that to worry about, even if otherwise I was well covered. It must have been those crazy bees, the ones that live in the United States. In the end, I couldn't stop them, and near the end of the ceremony, I was stung. I was frantically looking around, trying to find something I could use to stop the inevitable hives, but the only thing nearby was a dock, where an ancient-looking porter was working. He came up from behind me and started whispering, "Okay, Sonny, I'm gonna whistle around this little thing and apply pressure here to make you think." He started poking in the back of my head, scraping off the skin with the twig that he whittled down. In the end, I ended up breaking out in a rush anyway. I was so desperate, I didn't know who else I could get to quickly. I should have just stuck with an ointment. Now, I hate to barge in like this, but Paramedic has had this reproduction thing going on too.
Along with being feminist.
Is it okay to talk about them? Children?
Right. Well, I don't see why not. It'll come out eventually, whether we like it or not. There's a chance she could be tapping this codec for all we know.
Well, what is going on with it?
Well, she's calling it something in French, right? Les babies crazies or something like that. she's been talking to me about it because I'm the one with, and this is how she phrased it, the most eligible and willing womb. I don't know. It sounds bad. I don't know why me. I don't know why not her. I mean, no one knows what's going on with you, but I don't know. I might go for it.
Really?
Well, I'm not doing anything here. I got kicked out of the Chinese spy army, so I'm just stuck here, and after my dismissal, I felt really lost, and when Snake asked me to be here, and I feel like I owe him a lot. We helped each other figure out our sexualities, saved each other's lives. I mean, an eye for an eye, right? On one hand, why would I get pregnant? On the other, I'm scared of Paramedic. On the surface, she seems so non-threatening, but it feels like someone is rewriting her to be so evil.
Maybe she's a spy.
Well, actually, and you'll hate this, you were wondering how Paramedic got some of Snake's DNA, right?
Right?
Paramedic's been snooping around lately, and even she knows what it means when you and Snake go into a room together and close the door. So the other day I was walking down the hallway, and I ran into Snake leaving the room after 4 hours to go get a cup of mandarin oranges. But just as he left, Paramedic walked in with a laundry bag. When she walked out, the laundry bag was full.
What would she have tried to take then? She knows he doesn't.
I think she's looking for his DNA. Even a rogue hair could tell her everything she needs to know.
Well, I hope she knew what the hell she was doing. If she took something of mine,
It defeats the purpose, doesn't it? You aren't the perfect soldier. If suddenly we see a bunch of little ocelots running around...
I'll shoot them.
Ocelot! You shouldn't shoot children, no matter how little you want them around.
Happened to me as a child.
Well, don't perpetuate it, for God's sake. Do you remember anything of yours missing when you got out of the bathroom?
Nothing of mine.
And you know Snake doesn't pay attention to that stuff. He must think we have a little automatic vacuum that goes and gets his underwear when he takes it off.
Damn it. Why do you have to make himself so easy to clone?
And I know I can't ask about it, because if I do, she'll think I want to carry the children, and then... God, it'll just be more publicity I don't need.
Tell me about it. Oh, that reminds me. I'm still keeping in the loop with the association of people that have tortured Big Boss, and I heard the funny story. Talk about bad publicity.
You hardly tortured him. You were in the room at best.
I know. I'm just fascinated with the idea of him in a desperate situation. He has the most interesting ways of getting out. Almost mesmerizing.
Okay.
But I digress. So this one comes from North America, some intel organization dealing with a potential biological warfare situation. Snake must have been around at the time during that year before he joined the Patriots. He gets captured by the organization, and the torturer did some basic tactics, hanging him from the ceiling by his wrists and whipping him when he didn't answer. But we were both there at Grosnygrad. We saw him endure Logan's electrocution, and he doesn't mess around. A whip is nothing compared to that.
No, it isn't.
And so Snake just starts giggling. They whipped him again, harder. He just started giggling louder. The guy begged him to stop giggling. It was annoying him. Snake just gave him a smug smile.
This is ridiculous.
But completely believable. Eventually he ended up giggling his way out of the restraints. He didn't know anything about the biological warfare situation anyway. So he just walked right out like it was nothing.
Wow, you're right. He is fascinating. Were you there for Mary Had a Little Lamb?
Yes.
Oh, that was horrible. Major Zero has been completely out of hand lately. And on John's birthday...
It's a mouthful of food.
Happy birthday, John. Now, singing in Mary Had a Little Lamb. And that was a British classic. Come on then. What now? I know it is. Okay. Little lamb. Little lamb. Mary had a little lamb. This place was white as snow. Everywhere. And Mary went. Mary went. Everywhere. Mary went. The lamb was sure to go. So, yeah. The lamb was sure to go. That's all that you're gonna gotta be.
And since when did singing Mary Had a Little Lamb have anything to do with your birthday?
It probably has something to do with the franchise. Some hidden meaning.
Not as hidden as the meaning of Zero's prayer mechanism. The guy was literally forcing his hands together in prayer, coughing up a lung anyways. And we're just supposed to sit there and be okay with it?
I'm wondering where the hell he got this faithful Catholic girl act.
Right? Poring over the Bible in the entertainment room?
I mean, he's probably completely obsessed with biblical names, considering John, Eve, Adam.
Which ties back to Mary.
The Virgin Mary.
The clones.
John is Mary. That's why he was being forced to sing Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Or his interest in Christianity has more to do with his sickness than anything else.
He has been coughing a lot lately. Sometimes he'll look fine, and other times I feel like I can hear something collapsing in him.
But that could be a cover too, trying to hide something else going on that he doesn't want us to know about.
Wait, I heard him talking on the phone the other day. He was ordering a coffin.
Did he say a name?
No, it seemed like they already knew.
I'd like to purchase one medium length ebony coffin. Yes. Yes. Engrave a name on it. Oh, you already know. Great. You're in on. Oh, well, no further questions? Yes, with the gold lining. What?
Then I heard something else.
What?
I could only hear this much. He may be gone before the harvest.
Gone? As in dead? Or gone as in
Gone.
the harvest? That could be sometime in November.
It's a good thing we're talking over Codec.
I wouldn't be so sure. Even this can be monitored.
Well, quick then. Let's change the subject.
Right. You know how Sagan has been really off lately?
Preoccupied, yes.
Yeah, like he's working another job or something. He hardly even has the time to sweep the floor properly.
It has gotten unusually bad, hasn't it?
Leaving puddles and streaks on the floor, not even covering the center of the floor, and somehow making the floor look worse than it did before he started sweeping. He's starting the rest of his day by ruining the house so he can get back to whatever more important things he has to do. Like his attitude about everything is just he's
Good enough for me.
Well,
that
we
good
all have that
enough?
chore on the chore wheel that we hate doing the most, but it is odd, I agree. I heard he's doing lawyer work for the Patriots.
Really? Well, that must have been when he was working on when Snake was guzzling his lemonade.
What?
Okay, well, he must have been really thirsty. Snake had poured himself a little too much lemonade at the table, and the Sigan was working on some papers. Snake was guzzling his lemonade so hard that it ran down his chin and started splattering all over Sigan's papers. But I was still upset about the floor, so I asked him to finish sweeping. And he just said, I'm busy. And went right back to working on his papers, even soaked in lemonade.
It must be under Major Zero's orders, then. He gets really strict about deadlines, especially concerning something that could jeopardize his goals.
Patriots have gotten damn weird lately, huh, Eva?
And somehow I think you're better than you used to be.
Yeah, I was a wreck. Crazy to think I went from stealing hairs from Snake's room to putting a locket to being a mostly well-integrated person.
You what?
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, alright then, fine. You know, I got one more story. Probably the last one for tonight. It's late, and we've been talking for a while. Don't want this to become any more obvious than it already is.
You're right. Go on.
This one is something I've kept in my heart for a while now. It was something the boss told me, among her other moving life stories. She told me of her first mission, one she had completely carried out herself, from when she was just 16 years old.
Damn, she really is a legend.
Her school's cafeteria served the most delicious menu item. Every Friday, they would serve something they called the Friday Fruit Cup. In a perfect little glass dish, they would serve a mix of the ripest cuts of seasonal fruit, garnished with a mint leaf. It was the only thing that got the boss through high school, she told me. She would always take a second one on her plate when no one was looking, even though they were only supposed to take one. But one day, the Friday fruit cups just vanished. The boss wrote a letter to the school, then a letter to the governor of Maryland, imploring them to bring back the Friday fruit cup. But she never got a response back, and so, on the day of her class's field trip to the Maryland State House, she took a loaded gun in the pocket of the jacket of her school uniform. And when the rest of the class wasn't looking, she snuck off to Governor Bloomy's personal bathroom and hid behind his toilet, gun fitted with a suppressor ready in her hand. He walked in, hardly paying attention to the fate hiding behind the toilet. He unzipped his pants to reveal his fantastically fleshy butt. And just as the cheeks came out, the boss looped her arm around the pipes of the toilet and took her shot right in the hole. He screamed and fainted immediately, and the boss took her gun, put it back in her uniform, and went right back to her class, no one noticing a thing. And though the Friday fruit cups never returned, she knew she could rest easy knowing that Bloomy was put into a coma, his intestinal tract dysfunctional, even after the surgery, until the day he died. That was when she got her first taste at a mission, when she first tasted victory and the feeling of revenge. But her only regret in death, she told me, was that she couldn't taste the Friday fruit cup just one more time.
I'm only asking this one time. Ask me what? Why did you ask it twice? What's that? I almost pooped. I'm sorry at the very least. Oh, I need some Robitussin. Oh! Rash. Where did it come from? Oh, my skin. I don't know. Why do you saying stuff that's in my throat? Oh, yeah, don't. Here, we're teach you how to do it. Why don't you try Frankenstein? You're a funny guy. I like that. No! I don't like guys. They're not Raj quite. I think it's just, a general chafing from all the equipment I'm usually wearing that you won't notice it if you put that stuff back. Oh, touch me. Dude, that's gross. After I cough up this big water spit, and I find out that you're the source. Oh, look at that.
We're both men with names. What's your name? My name is Poot Lovato.
My name is John.
I'm not a poot, and you are not a
This is exhilarating. The feeling of being pooped during a battle.
You got anything else for us, Ocelot?
Oh, did I ever tell you about the, like, when I used to, like, cut my armpit hairs with scissors? As, like, a young child.
Why? You getting any fun? Okay, well, this one was better. Don't do that.
I'm not looking up there.
I thought you were trying to smell my fart. No. Or over Ocelot.
That's your dark for life. Snake, you better sing Mary Had a Little Lamb. Otherwise, I'm gonna take away your sandwich.
You're so cute when you are throwing up over your eyeliner. Peekaboo, Ocelot. Peekaboo.
Revolver Ocelot just knocked over all the pins in the pin bin. Nice work.
Ocelot is trying to kill me again. He said he wouldn't do it anymore, but he is. Oh, you want a picture?
Yes!
That's good. Yeah. Yeah.
What? Joe! I did like the movie.
Yeah, I feel like it's a totally different experience because, like, when I was in there, it was, like, echoing. Like, really loud. I'm nervous. Don't know why. In general.
It smells like Chinese food.
Like, old paper mixed with pineapple juice has like a fried food smell. Delicious. You're alone. You're alone. It's like the hot. You want to hit it. Dude, everyone's breasts look like Dippin' Dots.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Who are we fighting for? I don't know. I don't know. Dumbass. Make sure you get a good shot of my penis. My stomach is floating around. Is my hat gonna say, do you think, do I look good or I look like a man? Do I look like a man? Do I look like a man? Fuck it. And that's my little flamingo hat. Do I look like a man? I asked you.
What? This one buttons. Okay.
I told you I didn't run. Now you're making me look indecent. I can't look like a slut in front of him. Alright. So, you just have to tell me if this looks okay.
What am I to say? Fantastically fleshy butt.
Major zero doesn't have. Happy birthday, big balls. Yeah, it's a sing man, man. We think conservatively. You ready? Ow. I was cut by something barbed. What is it? I think I'm okay. It's okay. Keep squeaking. Let's go! Can I take a picture?
I can't stop thinking about how I'm playing.
Well, you know, that can only mean one thing.
I hate when I laugh.
I love it. It makes my thingy hard.
It makes your everyday a little bright. Okay, stop the recording.
Actually, I kind of thought you were a douchebag.
Fuck! I always hate starting. I feel like I need to have some foreplay with you.
Alright, well, let's have some foreplay then. What's your favorite thing to do in foreplay, Ocelot?
Open Microsoft Edge.
And then crack open a can of tuna.
That's right.
I
can hardly stand the smell. I love the smell of it. Sticking me.
In order to play power games with you, I'll spread it all over your open neck.
Open?
Without
what are
scarf.
You implying, baby?
Is this really how you want to be known, Ocelot?
When the fuck you want yourself?
The logo of Google Documents is royal blue.
No, that isn't royal blue. That's more like that's cerulean.
That is not what cerulean looks like. Isn't that a lighter color? Yeah, I told you it was.
No, not really.
Yes, it is.
Look at that.
It's way darker. It's way darker than that.
She used to call me on her cell phone. I'm so scared of my mom.
Okay, then everybody is.
For real? Is she like
She's
a
one of
crazy
those
woman?
dance moms, you know? One of those stage moms, always sewing things into people's hair.
Good thing I don't have any.
She'd find a way.
I have no conception. Contraceptive. I don't know.
Alright.
Let's try again.
Let's try again. So,
I know when that hotline bling, that could only mean one thing.
I mean one thing. Snake, you need to get out of there now. I think it's just wordplay, Ocelot. Okay.
Conversation over. Oh, my nails are so ugly.
That's my line.
Yours too. You're hideous.
You're uglier. You ugly
I'll
stepsister.
cut you, bitch. So he doesn't want to talk to me. I don't want. America.
Fuck yeah.
Yes. So he doesn't want to talk to me. I don't want to just fuck.
That's right. There's more to that. There's more to love.
There's more to love
Explore
than just
monogamy. I will.
It's right, dorky Ocelot here to help you.
Thank you. Now go wipe your glasses, nerd. Okay. Are we still recording?
I bet. I don't know how I'm supposed to get out of wet. Wet.
Get out of wet.
Get out of wet. It's all over. Yuck. Yuck. Me in the swamp. Eva. Talk about falling off the wing. Wing. No wonder we can't get anything done.
Okay, well, come on, we're on page 2.
Okay. Of course not. Of course not. Yet.
Yeah, of course not.
I want my bill.
Good boy. Good little Russian boy.
I don't know how I'm supposed to get out of that when being with John is just gonna make me more miserable. Miserable. Do you think Josh Keaton had time to think?
No, not with the Konami on his ass.
Yibbity. Yibbity.
Yibbity dibbity skibbity. Even Ocelot on 90210. Coming at you live with the hottest top 40 hits.
Do.
720.
So this is a 7.
2 LP. 7 pretty good. Good.
Okay, I'm gonna try from that line again.
Okay.
Can I wash my hands? If only they could have seen us, Eva. We were dancing with our tongues open.
Dancing with tongues in our eyes.
Dancing with tongues in my eyes.
I believe that's
Dreaming
a
of
Cure
the
song.
memories for the life gone by. That's when I met the congressman. That's when my life completely
You sound like
changed.
the DreamWorks movie intro. What's wrong with me?
Nothing, I'm just smiling. Like a joke. Ocelot. Urkel.
Alright, so what was he thinking besides trying to agitate him?
Margio.
This is what I get for drinking milk tea before this.
Me too. I'm a bad boy. Spank me. Help. H spanks.
Okay. Ow.
That was 12.
But. That rancid word. Whatever. Since he's dead, I know I shouldn't speak ill of him, but...
I'm sorry, there was comedic timing. I'm sorry.
Oopsie.
Ocelot was zoning out.
Okay.
Doi.
ADHD Ocelot. Reserve your Tumblr URLs now.
I can kill you.
Okay. Alright.
Okay.
I like to try fuckhead.
Oh, yeah.
Do you just want me to read the line again?
Mhm.
I know you're thinking it. It was actually a really bad time for me. Maybe keep smoking.
You know those things will kill you, right?
It must have been used to store grain.
Boba. Boba. It's a substance made of tapioca
Thank you.
and black sugar.
Oh, yeah.
And the guide
Okay.
says it's quite good. It's delicious in a drink.
I see. That was weirdly accurate.
It's a human cannonball, and I
need you, I want you.
Come stand a little bit closer. Breathe in a little bit harder. You never know what hit you when I get to you. I want you,
But I don't know if I need you. But
I'm dying to find out. I'm dying to find out. Okay.
Where were we? Jesus Christ.
Hey, Evil.
Hi, Ocelot.
The time my hair was shorter, so I'm so funny. Oh, snaky. I'd have a far easier time being in than
Yeah, for once. I feel like I owe him a lot. We have to... Hepatitis C. Get your vaccination, bitch.
Now? I have a dentist appointment. Maybe she's... Hello? Damon Albarn. Tell me about it. Hello. You are pretty good. I really love this because it looks like a license plate and it's like tap that BB.
This is ridiculous.
But completely believable. Eventually he ended up... Did you not like the way it began there? Are you judging me? You gonna be judgy fucky?
I didn't do anything.
I'm sorry, I just believe that everyone is out to get me. I'm wondering where the hell he got this faithful cacuin. Donut boy. No, you don't do Spadarian Venture.
Cacuin, my boy Cacuin on Chopped.
I'm wondering where the hell he got this faithful catheter girl. I really liked this line. I don't know if I can say it. Kidoki, lemon smoky. I mean, he's probably completely obsessed with biblical names. Consider biblical.
Biblical.
Jesus and Mary and Joseph.
He has been coughing a lot lately. Hey, Tony. Hey, Tony, you got my meatball sandwich. Thank you.
Lin-Manuel Miranda. Then I heard something else.
What? Sorry. You know how Sigan has been really off lately?
His cycle.
Yeah. You know, we used to be all lined up. A lot of blood in this. Utility bill went skyrocketing through. Okay. Okay, well, and he Mutt. Button mash. Button mash.
Gamer.
Hey.
Gamer on my clit.
Okay. Yeah, I was a wreck. I was a wreck, my friend. Kazuhira Miller. Oh my god, Ocelot and Kazuhira Miller are the same person. I think he just has a type, so on period. You're right. Go on. That was too polite. I'm sorry. You're right.
Are you gonna count them?
Okay. No.
Snake. I
Snake.
suck.
Snake.
I suck so bad.
I suck snake so bad.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Are we doing any lyric replacements or just...
I mean, just kind of do what feels natural.
Okay. That's gonna go terrible. You know how out of sync we are.
You used to call me on my...
You used to. Yeah. You used to call me on my codec.
Late night when you needed my love.
Call me on my codec.
Late night when you need my love.
And I know when that codec bling.
That can only mean one thing.
I know when that codec bling.
That can only mean one thing.
Ever since I left the Grozny U,
You got a reputation for yourself now.
everybody knows and I feel left out.
Girl, you got me down. You got me you got me stressed out.
Cause ever since I left the Volgan U,
Started wearing less and going out more.
glasses of champagne out on the dance floor.
Hanging with some girls I'd never seen before.
You used to call me on my codec.
Late night when you needed my love.
Call me on my codec.
Late night when you need my love.
I know when that codec bling.
That can only mean one thing.
I know when that codec bling.
That can only mean one thing.
Ever since I left Alaska, you.
You and me, we just don't get along.
You make me feel like I did you wrong.
Going places where you don't belong.
Ever since I left the China, you.
You got exactly what you asked for.
Running out of pages in your passport.
Hanging with some girls I've never seen before.
You used to call me on my codec.
Late night when you needed my love.
Call me on my codec.
Late night when you need my love.
And I know when that codec ring.
That can only mean one thing.
I know when that codec bling.
That can only mean one thing.
These days, all I do is
Wondering if you're bending over backwards for someone else.
wonder if you're rolling up backwards for someone else.
Doing things I taught you get nasty for someone else.
You don't need no one else.
You don't need nobody else, no.
Why you never alone?
Why you always touching your road?
You should always stay at home.
Be a good girl when you was in the zone.
Yeah, you should just be yourself.
Right now, you're someone else.
You used to call me on my codec.
Late night when you needed my love.
Call me on my codec.
Call me on my code.
Late night when you need my love. And I know when that codec bling. I can only mean this thing. I know when that codec bling.
That
It
has
will
to
only
be
mean
one
one
thing.
Ever since I left the city, produced by 1985.
That was under one.
Mr. President.